Capricorn, the sign most people think they understand, cold. Because beneath that calm exterior lies one of the most complex, dangerous. And here's the secret no one talks about. There are not one, but THRE types of Capricorn. Each one shaped by time and each one shaped by fate, and which one you are depends entirely. Capricorn is ruled by Saturn, the planet of karma, discipline, and consequences that Saturn does not reward shortcuts. It rewards patience, pain, endurance. This is why Capricorns often feel older than their age, why life tests them early, and why their greatest power is revealed later than everyone else's. But Saturn doesn't act alone, depending on your birthday. Its energy blends with other planets, changing how Capricorn power shows up in your life. This is what creates the 3 hidden types of Capricorn. Let's begin with the first, the one ruled almost entirely by Saturn itself. If you were born between December 22nd and December 31st, you are the purest form of Capricorn energy, the old soul, the silent climber, the one who was never meant to live an easy life. Saturn-ruled Capricorns grow up fast, even as children. They sense responsibility before pleasure, while others dream. They plan while others rush. They wait. They don't trust luck. They trust structure, discipline, theme. Emotionally, this Capricorn is guarded, not because they lack feelings, but because their feelings are heavy. They don't open their heart easily. They've learned that vulnerability must be neds when they love, but they don't fall often. But when they do, they fall forever. Their shadow, control, emotional distance, and the belief must y font balancer. They can forget how to enjoy life, because survival became their identity. Born between January 1st and January 10th. You carry Capricorn, strength softened by Venus. Love. Beauty. Désir. This Capricorn confuses people. They are ambitious, but gentle. Strong, but emotionally aware. They understand power, but they crave connection. They don't just want success. They want success that feels good. Venus-ruled Capricorns love deeply, but cautiously. They test before they trust, not to manipulate, but to protect their heart. Once committed, they are loyal beyond reason. They remember anniversaries. They build futures. They love with intention. Their shadow is fear of rejection. Sometimes they silence their needs to keep the peace. They must learn that love does not require self-erasure. Born between January 11th and January 19th. You are Capricorn guided by Mercury. The mind, strategy, observation. This Capricorn sees everything. They read people. They analyze silence. They notice patterns others miss. They rarely speak without purpose, but when they do, their words carry weight. Emotionally, they think before they feel. They don't ignore emotions, they study them. This can make them seem detached. But inside, their emotional world is rich, complex, and deeply private. Their shadow is overthinking. Sometimes they trust logic more than intuition. Their lesson is learning that not everything needs to be solved. All Capricorns share discipline. All Capricorns share ambition. But how that power expresses itself depends on your birth moment. The Saturn Capricorn builds empires. The Venus Capricorn builds legacy with heart. The Mercury Capricorn builds influence through mind. So now the question remains, which Capricorn are you? And more importantly, what are you meant to become? Part to why does everyone want to be like a Capricorn? Capricorn was never meant to be the most loved sign. It was never designed to be the loudest, the flashiest, the most dramatic. And yet, somehow, Capricorn has become the sign people secretly admire, quietly envy, and often wish they could be more like. People may joke about Capricorn being cold to serious, too focused on work. But behind closed doors, when life becomes heavy, when dreams begin to feel unrealistic, when discipline is required instead of motivation, that's when people start asking, how do Capricorns do it? How are they still standing? How are they always ahead in the long run? The truth is simple but uncomfortable. Capricorn represents what most people want, but don't want to become. Because to be like Capricorn means to endure what others avoid. And that is exactly why Capricorn energy is so powerful. Most zodiac signs are fueled by emotion, desire, or imagination. Capricorn is fueled by reality. Capricorns don't ask, what feels good right now? They ask, what will still matter 5 years from now? This is why Capricorn often looks boring at first glance. They don't chase chaos. They don't live for attention. They don't waste energy proving themselves. They observe. They calculate. They move with intention. People admire this because deep down, everyone knows that fantasy fades, but structure lasts. Capricorn understands the rules of the real world. Time is limited. Effort compounds. Discipline beats motivation, and while others are still experimenting, Capricorn is already building something that will outlive the moment. Part 2. The power of self-control. Self-control is Capricorn's secret weapon. Capricorns can say no. When Notaire said just one more time, they can delay pleasure without feeling deprived. They can sit in discomfort with collapsing. This ability alone makes Capricorn intimidating. Why? Because most people struggle with impulse, with distraction, with emotional reactions. Capricorn doesn't. They don't need instant gratification to feel alive. They don't need approval to feel validated. They trust the process even when the process hurts, and this kind of self-mastery is rare. That's why people admire Capricorn silently. Capricorn does what others wish they could do consistently. Part 3. Capricorn and Resilience. Capricorn is the embodiment of resilience. Life rarely gives Capricorn an easy start. They often face early responsibility, emotional distance, high expectations, slow rewards. But instead of breaking them, these experiences harden their core. Capricorn learns early that life is not fair. So they stop expecting fairness. They don't ask, why me? They ask, what now? This mindset turns pain into power. People want to be like Capricorn. Best Capricorn doesn't collapse under pressure. They sharpen under it. Part 4. Why Capricorn success feels inevitable. Capricorn success doesn't look explosive. It looks inevitable. They don't rise fast. They rise steadily. They don't announce moves. They execute quietly. They don't rely on luck. They rely on systems. While others burn out chasing quick wins, Capricorn keeps step by step buildingly. They're ahead, not because they were smarter, That's why people envy Capricorn success. It exposes how powerful consistency really is. Part 5. Emotional strength people underestimate. People mistake Capricorn silence for emotional emptiness. That's a mistake. Capricorn feels deeply. Tes jus dentils leak emotion everywhere. They process pain internally. They reflect privately. They heal slowly but permanently. This emotional discipline gives them stability. While others are controlled by moods, Capricorn controls their response, and in a world ruled by emotional chaos, that calm becomes magnetic. People want to be like Capricorn, because Capricorn is unshakable. Part 6. Capricorn's relationship with power. Capricorn doesn't chase power for ego. They respect power because they understand responsibility. They know authority comes with weight. Leadership requires sacrifice. Control demands discipline. Capricorn don't want to manage. This makes them natural leaders, even when they don't ask for it. People trust Capricorn because Capricorn doesn't abuse power, and that trust turns into influence. Part 7. Why Capricorn ages like wine. Most signs peak early. Capricorn peaks later, while others burn bright and fade. Capricorn builds momentum over time. They become more confident, more stable, more respected. As they age, they stop proving themselves because results speak for them. This long-game energy is irresistible. People don't just want Capricorn success. They want Capricorn timing. Part 8. The shadow people don't see, but let's be honest. Being like Capricorn comes with a cost. Capricorns carry weight quietly. They suppress needs. They delay joy. Sometimes they forget that rest is not weakness. People admire Capricorn's strength without realizing how much Capricorn sacrifices to maintain it. This is the part people don't want, but it's inseparable from the power they admire. Conclusion: the truth about wanting to be like Capricorn. Everyone wants to be like Capricorn until they realize what it actually requires. Not emotional, but steady, grounded, relentless. Capricorn is proof that slow strength outlasts fast passion. And that's why, deep down, everyone wants to be like Capricorn.